One morning, before Trump began his usual daily routine, he could never have predicted that a series of events would take place just outside the White House. On one of the quiet mornings in Washington, D.C., Trump's daily routine would begin as usual. However, that day, an extraordinary event that developed around the White House would change the course of everything. Trump got into his car as usual before starting work in the morning and set off for the office. However, this morning, the security measures for the president had been taken to another level. Despite all these security measures, a stranger was determined to confront Trump in an unusual way. Before anyone realized what was happening, that stranger appeared right in front of Trump. As the stranger approached Trump's vehicle, he had a small box in his hand. The box was covered with great care. There was something, but nothing was clear about what it was. Despite being quickly warned by his security team, Trump allowed the stranger to approach, because the president was determined to follow an intuition he had felt that day. Trump opened the window and accepted the box from the stranger's hand. The security team was shocked. They thought that such an approach could pose a serious threat to the president. However, Trump, maintaining his usual composure, took the box in his hand. The stranger made brief eye contact with the president and said only these few words, "I brought this for you. You cannot reveal its contents to anyone." Trump looked at this mysterious box for only a few seconds, thinking about what to do. The security team thought he should check it immediately, but Trump simply told them to wait with a hand gesture. The box was so unusually mysterious that the president had to evaluate this moment quickly. Curious about the contents of the box, Trump decided to open it without wasting any time. While everyone was holding their breath, a flash of light and a mechanism slowly opening as he opened the box caught his attention. The object inside was shining in a way that not everyone could understand. It was almost a mystical image. The president began to examine the box in his hand. He had no idea what was inside, but he had decided to solve the mystery of that moment. The security team was aware of every moment and tried to control it. However, Trump examined the box carefully and was lost in thought for a few seconds. His reaction would undoubtedly shock everyone. The object inside actually seemed like a simple object. However, Trump's reaction showed that this was not an ordinary thing. As the president held the object taken out of the box and looked at it carefully, a deep surprise suddenly appeared on his face. The information this object gave him could be information that could have a great impact around the world. This seemingly ordinary object was actually giving Trump a very important secret. What the foreign man said now became even more meaningful. While Trump continued to examine the object in the box carefully, the crowds and security teams around him were trying to understand what was happening. Everyone was wondering what the content of this box was, but Trump suddenly decided to attract everyone's attention. The president put the box back in its place and said only a few words to the security guards around him. "Take this to our headquarters immediately. This is very important." The entire team quickly took action, and the strange man in front of the president quickly walked away without saying anything. Trump was still trying to figure out what this extraordinary event meant. However, he was sure that the object inside was not ordinary. This box was telling something not only to Trump, but perhaps to the entire world. As Trump got into the vehicle and drove away, his thoughts suddenly became complicated. Was this mysterious box carrying only a personal message to Trump, or was it a sign of a much larger event? Shortly afterwards, the content and meaning of this mysterious box began to be discussed with great interest around the world. It spread rapidly on social media, and journalists interviewed officials at the White House. Unfortunately, however, the true meaning of that mysterious box still remains a secret. As Trump faced unanswered questions as usual, people around the world continued to wonder what that box was and what kind of impact it could have.